Venus in Taurus. I want to talk about this with you. I'm thinking of pulling today cards from the Angel Tarot. We're going to talk more likely than not brief today about the Venus in Taurus transit. What does Venus in Taurus actually mean? Why did I put in a title that you are officially worthy? Take a moment to vote on just your mood in the chat, either whether you're watching this on live or replay. Take a moment to vote, get engaged, get involved on this Taurus moon. Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Venus officially now in Taurus. I believe it is at the 1st degree still. So by tomorrow, it will hit conjunct. Not conjunct, but Venus will be in its most, you already will by tomorrow understand your first upgrade. Okay. When I say upgrade, I'm essentially meaning like an upload from Uranus in Taurus. What's up, individual? How you doing? What is your name? I always call you what's up, individual, or I say like what's going on, individual, but I don't know your name. And maybe you told me this before because I'm sure I asked at one point. But everybody in here coming in, understand right now that the moon, as I look, is at 29 degrees of Taurus, okay? So what did that mean? In the beginning of the day today, you might be really lazy. You might be getting that last minute like, oh, I'm tired, I'm feeling a little lazy, my ideas and my thoughts are forming. I know this for myself, it's like kind of like, you know, I have a little bit of a go muscle within me. Just lay down, resting now. My name is Joel. What's up, Joel? Nice to officially kind of get your name and meet you on that front. So, this means that the moon has officially went over 28 degrees of Pluto. All right. This is essentially requiring us to go through some form of a permanent transformation around our self-worth, around our values, okay? And that would have literally happened while you were laying down today. So I want you to think of this less as lazy energy. Taurus is not lazy. You're welcome, Joel. Less as lazy, less as, you know, you didn't do as much as you maybe wanted to do, so you're good for nothing. Understand that there's a certain self-care requirement to all earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. There is a self-care element. Why? Because to lay the foundation, which is Taurus energy, and us now valuing what laying that foundation looks like, so that before we move forward, we understand very much why. Okay? Why it's important to make sure that the ground that you build on top of is stable. Many of you listening and watching right now are in the preparation phases of building an empire. Okay? You do not build an empire on top of a swamp. You don't just cover up those muddy waters of Scorpio. Okay, this is South Node in Scorpio. You don't just cover up all the traumas, cover up all the mucky waters, and then think that one day the same things you didn't deal with, okay, it's just going to magically not matter. One day those things you didn't deal with will most definitely sink your swamp. Okay, I'm gonna light a candle for us. Because what you're gonna recognize right now with the anoretic degree of the moon at 29 degrees, the moon being a very unstable place, but the moon being exalted in Taurus because of its stability. What's up? Blessings to all watching. Thank y'all for commenting and joining in. Hit the thumbs up. There's 5 people in here. Let me get 5 thumbs up. Por favor. Por favor. Wow, this is an interesting shape. So there's been some things going on today. I've been recognizing some energies. There's a lot of death, quite frankly, in the sky. Yeah. Twin flames. Triplets. Holy crap. Okay, so twin flames working into divinity. Oh yeah, it's ready to go. It is ready to go. So the message that I just got just from lighting this candle, the synchronicities, been way too much death. I know there's a lot of death right now. I just watched a dead dog on the sidewalk, and I watched a woman. It scared the crap out of me, in all sincerity. I didn't even see it. I had my headphones in. I was walking. I was kind of looking down, texting somebody on my phone, and then as I'm looking down, walking, there's a dog, and I was like, and it scared me. I was like, oh crap, there's a dead dog right there. Like, what the heck? Grand Rising, the title resonates. And yeah, we're going to get to the title about feeling officially worthy, right? And that's a little bit of what I feel like about this dead dog. One, this I don't know what you want to call him, educator, let's say, spoke about, that I came across, spoke about dog eating, you know, and they call people who eat meat, let's just say, dog eaters, because it's like eating a dead dog. Not many of us will eat a dead dog. And so yeah, there's a lot of active energy today. There's definitely a lot of active energy today. I'm curious if some people will. I just started up a Discord. I really feel like for people who are watching this on the early stages, I did not set up the entire thing. I set up enough to make it, one, look presentable, but two, for me to be relatively happy, actually, about the foundational startup energy, understanding that it will progress. My point of saying and mentioning this is, it's a good time to get in now, because this will be more of a membership-based kind of thing. I'm gonna let y'all know now, as it continues to progress. For the moment, for now, it's a good time to get in ground level. Now, what I look and intend to do with this, and I need more time to form it, is, I have to do this with my gloves today. It's a good time to perform it, and thank you for your time. I appreciate you, Major. I'm gonna get into this Venus and Taurus message. I got a lot that I need to actually really upload to each of the people watching. For starters, I train people all over the world, and a lot of people have worn these gloves. And last night in my dreams, it came to me and it said, P, when's the last time you have just took a moment to sage your hands? Now, who is the hands? Gemini. Okay, what does that mean? When the moon leaves Taurus, where does it go? Gemini. So the 29th degree is usually a degree of karma. So look at Taurus in your chart and understand that you've likely paid your debts to some karma. You've paid some karmic debts. You've come to the climax. Now, this is probably why my dreams told me, hey, clean your gloves today. Because again, I've had romantic partners wear these gloves, past partners, current partners, social partners, all types of people. 7th house is my Taurus 101. Clients that I've trained, a lot of people have worn these gloves, and I don't think that I've cleaned them yet. Now, why this is important for the moment is, who are the hands? Gemini. What does Gemini do? Creativity. Hey, P, what's up, everybody? Hey, you doing, Jasmine? What's going on? I think I saw Laura pull up. Major, what's up? Joelle, what's up? Elijah, what's up? Thank you all for your thumbs up and your likes. So Gemini is the hands. We're getting ready to go into Gemini moon. Right now it's at 29 degrees. So you just literally had the climax and you paid some of your karmic debt, potentially with money, okay? If you owed money, even from a past life, or if somebody owed you money, maybe you got paid. So I think it's a little bit of both for me, quite frankly, because I just had 2 different bookings just come in for an AstroTherapy synthesis with me. So one, thank you, if that's you on the other side of this line. But at the same time, there's debts involved, right? Always. So understand that with Taurus energy, one of the things that has become clear to me right now is greed. You have to watch out for greed, because Taurus is very infantile, okay? It is still only like 2 to like 6 years old, right? So what am I saying? When it gets that first lick of money, it's like, ooh, I like that. Why? Because it can buy itself certain things that makes its life more comfortable. You feel me? That makes its life more stable. It can now say, look, I'm going to buy this foundation of a home, which makes things more stable. Or I like this food. Now that I tasted, you know, vegan and vegetarian type food, and I actually have the money to buy what I value, and now that I feel officially worthy, where you have one of those narratives that used to run, right? Where it's like, oh, I can't afford to buy, you know, that salad with the soy chorizo, whatever. So you now recognize that you don't need to explain to anybody anymore the things that you value and why you spend your money on the things you spend your money on. You feel me? You used to have to try to explain to people, oh well, I'm booking an astrotherapy synthesis session with Pernell because, you know, blah blah blah. In reality, you're not explaining that anymore. You just feel worthy. Like, look, first off, it's my money, so step back, right? Second off, I don't need to explain to you because this is what I know that I value. This is what I know that I have as for resources to go ahead and commit to the things that bring me a method to the madness. And I like to think of Taurus as a method to the madness. Why? Because, you know, Scorpio is the opposite side, and Scorpio might be a little bit more involved in the space of madness because dramatic things happens in a Scorpio life. All right, all my Scorpio risings out there, shout out to you. You know what it is. All my Taurus risings out there, shout out to you, because you have extremely turbulent partners, okay, which are trying to show you the turbulence of yourself and what parts of that is important and how you can't really get rid of the shadow self and just try to accept the light body. The shadow self and the light body come together, once again, divinity. When I lit this match, I lit this candle, right? I lit it and it said twin flames to me. And the twin flames eventually turned into three, which is the divinity, right? It's the power symbol. It's a symbol of power. Technically, it's more like this. And it's a symbol throughout all history, used as a mantra, the power symbol. So you should try this out. All right, literally, just got my 3 fingers in the middle, making this triangle. Pinky touches, thumbs touch on the other side. It's a symbol of power. It's a good mantra just to know. They do this in modified versions of interrogation, okay? FBI, other agencies that I'd rather not even say out loud, right? And they do this, right? You see people, they take their position of power and they might even do it down by their belly. So you're talking to them and they're kind of like this. It can be used as a fear tactic, and you know that person might actually be powerful. So you know, be mindful of it. This is just one of the power mantras. I literally think it means power mantra, but don't quote me on that. So Venus and Taurus, you officially, and I kid you not, you just know your worth. You literally do not need to even explain your worth. I'm gonna tell you how, and Taurus is the throat, so it communicates, right? And it's when it's in its power, right? Otherwise, when it's in its shadow, it's doing what? Scorpio, which is keeping things more private. So it's not in its power. It's playing, excuse me, on the watery aspect of the shadow side, which is a disempowerment narrative. It's disempowering itself for Taurus risings. Or, yo, when I tell you, I'm ready for this retrograde to finish up. There are things happening, a little bit annoying, but it's cool because we have so much Taurus energy in the sky that we are able to be patient. So I think this is something to not forget, that Taurus is a very patient energy. It knows how to wait. So Joelle, hey, yo, this is wild. This is wild. This is super annoying. Real life retrograde stuff, okay? I wanted to do this message today, and you know, Spirit was kind of like, yo, you don't have to, you know. I was a little tired, you know, a little tired, and not really so tired, just kind of like a little lazy, which is why like I'm not gonna come in with the high energy today, but I'm gonna come in with a pretty pure and clear message. Venus and Taurus. I want you to start typing in the chat, where does Taurus sit in your house and what planet? And then maybe I can give you real life examples so that even people that watch this on replay, they can kind of see the live chat and see what did people say for their Taurus placement. So if you're in here, obviously hit your thumbs up button because there's 13 of you, so I should get at least 13 thumbs up, right? But most importantly, next, drop your Taurus, your planet and the house. If you know the degree, it's only going to help me give you a more clear interpretation. So if you know the degree, the house, the planet, do all of that. And I'll help you understand how this Venus transit is helping everybody. So beyond that, this is early notice, okay? But I'm telling you right now, I don't have everything situated on my Discord. I did do a couple things. I'm still learning the platform, so give me some time and space on that. But Discord for me, this is foundational, right? This is going to be new foundational off-grid. Why? I'm giving you an example. So my Taurus on my progressed solar return is Uranus in Taurus, but in the 12th house. All right, what does that mean? 12th house is that mysterious, like mystical house of the intangible, but we have a tangible element like Taurus in there. In all sincerity, everybody's Uranus should be in Taurus, right? Because Uranus didn't go nowhere. No matter what, all 2022, Uranus is going to be in the same spot. So the house will take its precedence on how it matters for you when your birthday comes. But for me, this looks like 12th house is off grid. And it's literally why you see the Discord link that I put up. It says off grid. So foundation, Taurus, me valuing the foundation, okay? The method to the madness. The madness in this instance is, wow, this is mad, a real life platform that allows me to have discussions and host other creatives so that they can now bring their services onto the platform. And somehow, some way, there's going to be some setup between certain groups that'll be locked and only able to be gaining access through a private link, which basically there might be like a yearly or annual fee to be in a group. But let's just say you're a tarot reader, for example. And this is just part of the idea that I'm having, me valuing this slow method of saying, look, you know what? Because Mars is in Aries, I went ahead, I started the Discord. But all the Taurus energy, Mercury there, the moon was there. Who else is there? Uranus is there, and somebody else. Whatever. This is about Venus. Going over the North Node, going over also Pluto in Capricorn, of constructing. Pluto in Capricorn is now transforming the construction. What have I constructed from a foundational level? This is why this planet has went over Taurus for me in this particular example, where 12th house is off grid. 12th house is saying build something solid, but off of the intellectual framework that can be tracked. So 12th house has like some of that off-grid mentality. And that's why I dropped this link, which I'm going to drop again, to join the Discord. Especially if you are somebody who is a creative, somebody who has a skill or a talent, because you're going to be able to use my platform, my base, quote unquote, to offer your own individual services. And like the way I look to do this has always been my dream. In all sincerity, my company is the Institute of Life. I don't mention it very often, but my company itself is called the Institute of Life. And so I have another PNG. You'll see the white dragon phoenix on there, and for the emblem. And this is really going to be a network to give a base for witches, dragons, people with dragon guides, angels, seraphims, archangels. Uriel is one coming to me very frequent lately, trying to warn the rest of you about disaster that is impeding, especially in the north, as I see an angel wing literally falling right now out of the sky as I say this. So that just kind of put me into a deep sadness for a moment, because another person just died. And, this is happening. People are dying. At this point, I feel like it's a blessing for if you don't see how many people are dying, because it's getting ridiculous. All right, here we go. So let's check your Taurus placements to see how Venus in Taurus is affecting you. All right, Venus in Taurus in the 11th house with Chiron. Great. So you are essentially, Fatima, healing the wounds that have not allowed you to build with your communities, with your networks, with your colleagues and your social networks. Has not allowed you to actually not even just build, but to take the plan, the method to what you were going to build, what kind of community you were going to host. Is allowing you to heal the fears that doesn't allow you to speak up and express. So by using technology to expand what you express, what you have for a foundation, you are essentially now valuing going through this release in the 11th house of Taurus with Chiron. You're valuing going through the release of the blocks. You're starting to recognize what kind of obstacles have you placed in your way, whether that was a job, a relationship, or whatever. What kind of obstacle have you placed in your way that was preventing your hopes and your dreams from coming true around creating some sort of a community which you thought would never at one point in your life be able to be achieved? Venus in Taurus is helping you to actually value the slow method to all of this, but at the same time that, you know, some type of technological platform will need to be the base of this. And whatever doubts you may have had, certain secrets are going to be stepped up and revealed with South Node in Scorpio, so that you can start to apply these hopes in your dreams and get the people connected in a very physical way. I hope that was helpful. Venus in Taurus, 9th house. Okay, we have a star of the show, Jasmine Danielle, in the 9th house. 1 degree. Here we go. Cool, Fatima. I'm glad. And I know some background stuff about channels you've been building, so this is dope. All right. I have another Taurus in the 9th, 4th degree. Oh. Okay, so this is one we're going to spend some time on. All right, here we go. Let me check what house currently we are in. I'm going to just put Mexico City because that's where I'm at, but this can get very individualistic. You can put the city that you currently lay at, which could change the degrees and the houses a little bit. But for now, let's do Mexico City. All right. So 29th degree, indirect degree. For starters and everybody, the moon has officially won over Pluto. Okay. Some sort of transformation has definitely occurred, and you face some sort of karmic debt, some sort of karmic narrative that is actually at the final completion. So like for that Chiron, you've had to undergo something within like either today you've come to realizations, you're getting uploads and downloads today to help you understand these realizations. Your mind, because Mercury is in Taurus, has officially been able to catch up to your self-worth at 26 degrees, which is why you officially feel like, yes, I am beyond worthy of this. You officially feel like, you know, I don't need to explain anymore, which is the titles that I put on here. So, yeah, psychological transformation on what creative talents you have around not only just media, but communication. Why? Because the Gemini sun is at 8 degrees, which is 8 degrees is psychological transformation. You're going to all start to feel more worthy to charge for your talents, to charge for your services. I said earlier on a live that skills, but skills is more of a Gemini thing, where you keep exploring the skill through practicing with random people, which will happen a little bit later today as the moon goes into Gemini. We're going to have a little bit more of a spark. You're going to feel less tired. You're going to feel a little more energetic. But Taurus, the moon of Taurus, 29 degrees, all this Taurus energy is more of like your talents. So these are kind of like innate talents that you have because of the instinctual exploration of yourself. Because Aries is right prior to this instinctual exploration, right? So the instinctual exploration of yourself now has understood officially what you are worth. And what you are worth is backed by understanding now your talents. So for me, if I try to use an example, my natal Taurus is in the 7th house, right? So one of my natural talents is that like I'm very patient with people. And it's part of a shadow element where it's like people have always seen how patient I have been, but I have not always seen how patient I've been in my one-on-one significant relationships. I'm going to say not only just romance, but romance for sure. This is definitely one of them. Like I've always had partners say like, I don't understand how you're so patient. And I didn't really see that for myself. It was a shadow because of the 7th house. So Venus in Taurus now allows me to really respect and value that patience, where I don't attract people who try to essentially disrupt the patient nature that I have with others in a way to test this talent of mine, which let's say this talent in instance is patience, where now instead it's like I'm officially valuing and not even explaining what I value about myself, where recently I've been telling people, hit the thumbs up button, like this video, but recently I've been telling people, stop. No, like really, like, you know, I'm telling people stop. You know, when people start like explaining their story, it's like, first off, if I ask, this is a different story, right? Because a lot of times people coming through like an astrotherapy session with me, it's like I'm valuing my time, earth energy, earth time, I'm valuing my time in a way where I'm like, look, because I value myself and my self-esteem has really boosted throughout the years radically because Uranus is there. I'm radically getting in touch with my senses when my body, Taurus is the body, says stop or no or go. I understand these with the Uranus in 12th house. I'm getting radical, like a radical sense of upliftment and even understanding of my senses that I'm being forced to surrender to in ways that I just used to press ignore before. I never considered myself an earthy person, especially being like a triple Aries, like in the younger stages, that youthful Aries energy was just way too exuberant and it didn't allow me to see the more earthly parts of me. So the Uranus and Taurus, Venus and Taurus, excuse me, is now allowing us to start to value this. Right now it's at the 1st degree, so value this new fresh start. Boom. This new fresh start in our self-esteem. By the time it gets to the 2nd degree, which is like tomorrow, literally it's like tomorrow. By the time we get to the 2nd degree, we're going to start to now already have our next development because the 2nd degree is the degree of Taurus. So notice 0 to 2 degrees is a very quick, rapid development on how worthy and valuable you feel. Where for me in this instance, like people like to and it's part of my Scorpio in the 12th house. Part of my Scorpio in the 12th house, it just has people just want to go. They see me and they just want to tell their deepest stories, right? You've ever met that person? Maybe you are that person. Comment if you are on the other side. When people meet you, they just want to word vomit all of their pain, their most annoying things that they magically seem to never have been able to tell anybody else in the world, but they just feel comfortable telling you. Let me know if that's you in the chat. Just be like, I. Just say, I. I'm going to go ahead and say it with y'all. Teamwork made the dream work, baby. And I'm going to get to the rest of these placements. My point being there, I am she. My point being there, I had to just say, look, right now I'm in a rest mode. And because I'm in a resting mode, first off, this is hard enough for me to do on my own because I've already ignored this talent of mine to rest. Like resting is like, it's almost like a natural innate talent. Like resting for people is hard. It's hard for people to rest. Like the world doesn't know how to rest and just chill and realize that resting doesn't have to be lazy. Like people think Taurus is lazy. It's like, no, like the resting was required for creativity. Taurus is a highly creative sign. It is the throat chakra. It is the throat. So its creativity level is technically at the highest, but no one thinks of Taurus as a creative energy. You might think Gemini creative energy. You might think, I don't know, a bunch of people. You might Leo is a creative energy, but these are different expressions of the evolutions of creativity. The most natural Taurus, natural creative energy is Taurus. Now, what does that mean? Venus is beauty. It is pleasure. It is relaxation. It is obviously what we value for Taurus on the yang side. Which one is masculine? I always get confused. Can somebody tell me in the chat, which one is masculine? Is it yin and feminine is yang? Or is yang masculine and yin feminine? I feel like it was the first one, but if somebody knows that, can you just let me know in the chat? Excuse me. So from here, what I really want to say is excuse me. I've had to just more recently really get to the point and fully embrace. And I was like, no, I don't have time. Yang is masculine. Okay, thank you very much, Elisha. I was like, no, stop. I was like, look, I'm willing to have this conversation with you, but in all sincerity, I don't have the energy, the space, or the mental space to really listen to your particular story. Because if I'm being serious, and I told the person up front, I said, I'm not a human. And I'm telling you that I'm not a human because I'm telling you how much I really don't give a flying F right now about whatever you think is this big, large problem. I told this person, I said, the fact that you met me right now, no one meets me in person unless it's a fated encounter. It has just been over and over proven to me myself as I ask all 11 of you to hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. I really just recently just really feeling the complete value that I don't need to explain myself anymore. It's like, and the reason I sat there and told the person off the rip that, look, I'm not a human. Stop. I don't care. what I do care about is where you go from where you think you are, which you're not. Because if you just met me, like and I met this person 2 other times prior, but there's a difference. You know, when you meet somebody versus when you like meet somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, we meet people every day, but you don't really meet the soul of the person. You don't really meet that person until they're ready to open up in their own way. So there's a difference. So when I say I met this person, I'm talking about not the first 2 times, but the 3rd time, when like now we met at a soul level, because this person was willing to show and reveal their soul, right? And that was the moment that they revealed their soul, that they also wanted to go word vomit. But that was also the moment where I was like, nope, Taurus moon, Venus is in Taurus day, you know, Uranus in Taurus. Like, literally later today, I got a one-on-one brand new. No, I don't have it. I don't have the energy, but I do have the energy to tell you the truth from the jump. And the truth is, you're talking to me right now about very petty, human-like issues, and I really don't care. This is the truth. And I was expressing this. This is the truth. I don't care. Now, what I do care about and what I do have energy for is, you want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons and freaking, you know, that you've been exploring fairy magic, or you want to learn how to cast spells in a safe and effective way. Like this, I have a different, notice my eyes, they already have more energy for this. You feel me? Like, I have way more presence for things like this. Something strange is going on. Today's a strange day. I'm not gonna lie to you, today's a strange day. So I spoke just like this and just as clearly. And now the person said, with their clarity, they were like, thank you, because I thought about this all my life, but no one around me thought that these things were true, accurate, or possible, right? So it's like, by me being really feeling worthy and valuable, like officially expressing my value in a way where is me going away on 6-6 a bad omen? Hell no. It's not a bad omen. 666 is a good number, especially in my understanding. But we'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna go through everybody's comments as I ask all of you on here to press the thumbs up and the likes button. I appreciate you for your effort and just helping the channel get the expansion, to get this message out to people. So thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for taking the time to take your votes up in the chat. In 33 minutes on screen. And excuse me for my service today. I think I got a new guest, and I think he's hosting Zoom things on the call, so it's getting a little weird. But with that said, thank you all for your thumbs up. Thank you for joining your Sunday morning with me. Let's talk about Venus and Taurus in the worth. And to finish that last part of that story, it's like, you know, right after the person was able to say, thank you, I appreciate you, because I've seen dragons all my life. I've seen angels all my life. I don't really know numerology, but the numbers always are trying to speak to me. My guys are always trying to speak to me, but everybody else thought I was weird. Everybody else thought, you know, I was crazy. And so I basically just shut up and didn't talk to anybody anymore, because, you know, and we all had this narrative. We all had this thing happen in our life. Yo, I got 18 people in here. Hit the thumbs up button. Stop being so stubborn. This is real life, 29 degrees on the moon. Hit the goddamn thumbs up button. Don't make me smack the hell out of you, all right? Y'all some stingy motherfuckers. But I will tell you as well, with all of this Taurus energy, there is a certain amount of hate that comes from a person, or comes to a person who officially values themselves. I won't lie to you, there is a certain amount of hate, even disgust at certain levels, because Taurus is a secretive, petty. You feel me? Taurus is a very petty sign, but it's secretively petty. The opposite is Scorpio. The shadow of itself is that, and what I mean by that, the moon being 20 degrees, you will see it's a fixed energy, right? It's very, very stubborn. The bull is very stubborn. You will see other people who will recognize that you have achieved a new sense of self-worth. It will basically irritate their demons. This is what you have to be aware of with the Venus Taurus energy on the downside. As presidents of Taurus life, a lot petty as hell. Yo, super petty, super duper petty. Like they know what you want, they know what you need, and they're literally just press refuse just because. Where, you know, Taurus on the lower level energies, it is a very conditional love. It's very conditional. We have to be mindful of this with Venus and Taurus. Like people will in this transit be naturally selfish in a different way than Aries, because Aries is pretty much selfish like itself, for itself, if you will. But it's not doing so in a petty way to infuriate another. It's doing so because it just knows and trying to learn itself. Taurus already knows itself. And so here's the big difference. So when Taurus does things, it's doing things from a conditional standpoint, which is why the heart chakra is linked to Scorpio. Now, mind you, what does that mean? The throat is Taurus, the heart is Scorpio. So this is going where? Downward, not where? Upward. If it was going upwards, what would this mean? Because Taurus comes first. Taurus is the second house, right? So it comes before Scorpio. So it starts from Taurus, outside of the body. You feel me? So what's up, Majin? Hit this thumbs up, everybody. So what am I saying? She spoke of this. Feminine energy as a general, they start in the higher level chakras. Third eye, they see women's intuition, right? Throat chakra, higher level chakras, everything about the heart, and crown chakra. She spoke that women with their sexuality, and Taurus is sexuality, okay? It is sexual expression. It has to work downward to get to the lower level chakras, where the other chakra of Taurus that I like to associate it with is the orange, because again, hedonism on the downside is it pleasure, relationships. Second house, this is now, it's here, right? It's here. So it has to work itself down, and it has to go through the heart. It has to find ways to be more unconditional in its love, rather than what it is, which is more transactional. It wants the money, right? In all sincerity, Taurus is kind of like, well, I have resources because I know what I want. I know what my worth is. So give me what I want, and then I'll give you what I know you want, because I'm perceptive, Taurus, I can see. So we have to understand on the lower level energy of Taurus, it's not very innate for it to just be this nice person. Taurus takes a lot of time to open up. It is a feminine energy, but it's a stuck earthly feminine energy, and it's very young. So it's kind of like, look, because I know what I'm worth, because I know my value instinctually, and I don't need to explain anything to you, it literally will be petty in certain instances, and it won't explain just because, which is annoying. But it is what it is. When I was growing up, me and Taurus did not get along. We didn't get along. It was only in my later stages that I began to actually respect the energy of Taurus. And then I realized that she's got Stockholm. Stockholm is real. And it might not be your mom's purpose to live here, to learn her work. The annoyance of her not learning it is probably more likely than not what it's supposed to teach you to remember, because you're not learning anything, but it's supposed to remind you of the experience of your worth. So she might not ever supposed to get out of that Stockholm. Maybe she's just supposed to be there so that you, as the child, can supersede her. Venus, I have my Venus in Taurus. So Venus in Taurus right now, with the 9th house, whatever you've been stuck in when it comes to long distance travel or higher education, basically Taurus is money. So like you valuing paying a mentor at the 1st degree in order for you to take your new fresh start, Jasmine. Sorry, I said this a little later if you're still here. This is what this kind of looks like for me, Jasmine. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. It's you really preparing yourself to actually pay a mentor in order to step into this new identity of yourself. But there's something that with the North Node in Taurus, you have to, maybe you paid somebody before. Thank you, I see you're here. Maybe you paid somebody before with this Venus in Taurus, or you valued a mentor earlier stages of your life, whether a female, male, I think it matters less right now. Probably a male. That's what I guess. I'm guessing a male mentor. And maybe that mentor really stabbed you in the back. Maybe they betrayed you. Maybe they showed you that they can't be trusted for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't deliver the value, Venus, Taurus, value. Maybe they didn't deliver the value that was promised. And this got you stuck in a belief system that mentors really don't pay off, right? Like they do the opposite. So I want to say this for Elijah as well, because Elijah, I seen you were at the 9th degree. And I would say the same thing. And what I would like to say is like, for you, this might be about a really unveiling South Node in Scorpio. What did you keep private about a pain that has come when it comes to like a certain fixated mindset you might have around money, or even just your home and your resources, the things you own? Maybe somebody borrowed something and you know, it created a belief because they never gave it back, even though they said they would, where you're like, no one's ever going to touch my things again. You know, what's mine is mine. And a certain selfishness could have been derived, but really from a certain pain of somebody really breaking your trust, which takes a long time to build in the first place. So I feel like Venus in Taurus is going to help you to really shake up as it goes, primarily as it goes over Uranus. So that's not right now. If I try to look forward a little bit, let me touch the weeks. That looks more like, so Venus in 9th degree. Wow. So this looks like June 5th is one of those days where the challenge will, what I'm speaking about right now, that challenge will present itself, because it'll be at, Venus will be at 9 degrees. So this is when it will become very apparent of what I'm saying. And I want to say as well, around like long distance travel, I would say the same thing around long distance travel. Maybe on your young family life, because Taurus is like very young family. It's like when our conditions are packaging. Somebody was like, you know, traveling overseas is too expensive, or traveling overseas is not worth it, whatever, or we can't afford it. Something like out of a sense of lack. I feel like June 5th is the first day that's going to really like shake for you. And then it'll be June 7th. No, June 11th, my bad. 6 days later. Yeah, 6 days later, then Uranus will send that rapid development of your self-worth. And that is the moment that everything I'm saying now will make total sense. But I have a curiosity. I'm going to go another week forward. A couple days. No, that's not going to happen. Okay, that's not going to happen. All right. So yeah. I would say the final transformation will happen when Venus hits 28 degrees. So I hope you write these days down, because I'm spending extra time on this part. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, I gotta upgrade my tools so I can go through stuff like this faster. Oh, whatever, I lost it, so my bad. June 5th, and I didn't mean the 7th. I was trying to erase that. June 5th and June 11th. Those will be the 2 days. So thank you for typing that out, because you helped me to clarify. Elijah, I want to say the same things for you, but for you at the 4th degree, this is going to be the home. All right, this is going to be potentially the relationship with your father, and what has he got stuck in your mind around long distance travel. Maybe you said it's not worth it. Around mentors, learning higher education outside of university, or even considering university, Elijah. Thank you, Jasmine, I saw you. Elijah, there's something where, you know, your home might be going through that shakeup. Uranus might shake up the home life. All right. Major, are you still here? I'm going to try to hit hit the like button. Thank you all. Major, are you still here? Just give me like a yes or no. I'm going to try to cover your Jupiter at the 4th degree of Taurus. Yep. All right, cool. So Major, Jupiter in Taurus. Trying to think if there's any afflictions to start off. It's home in Sag in Pisces, low in Virgo, and Gemini. So I don't think there's any major affliction. The thing about this is, with your Jupiter in Taurus, what I see you valuing with Venus in Taurus right now is more a matter of, Jupiter wants to expand. But the 4th house is kind of like, if I don't feel safe, I'm not trying to move forward. The 4th degree, my bad. The 4th degree is like, look, if I don't feel safe, I'm not trying to go nowhere. And Taurus is just like, yeah, I back that. I don't want to move anyways. I like what I like. All right. So your home life might be going through a full expansion. What you might even be willing to spend on your home. You know, this happened for me at one point. Like when I first started traveling, I was trying to get my company up and off the ground. 1111 on screen. Thank you for those thumbs up. I appreciate you. When I first started traveling, my first home was like $112, right? And my second one was like $210 or something like that. So when I realized that I could pay so cheap for a home after coming from the States and paying whatever I was paying, I was like, I began to value and got stuck and fixated where, you know, all my homes should be about, you know, no more than $250. Like, so when I had to pay for, you know, a month for $400 one time, I was like, oh man, that's like really, really steep. Like, you know, I was really stuck and fixated in that mindset. So Jupiter here for you is trying to say, look, there's something about the home life and what you're willing to potentially spend that we're trying to expand for you, because Jupiter is in Aries right now. It's like we're trying to give you a new fresh start, bro. And Venus in Taurus there right now is going to allow you to value that, you know what, you need certain things from the home. You value that your father might have put a certain mentality within you that you got stuck and fixated on. Oh shit, my bad. This is the 6th house of Aries. I'm confused. What is happening here? Which one is your Taurus? I have Jupiter at the 4th degree, I'm guessing, of Taurus in the 6th house of Aries. So that I don't need right now. I don't need the 6th house. Saturn at 17 degrees of Taurus in the 7th house of Taurus. So Taurus is the 7th house for you. Is that what I'm reading, major? I'm gonna try to copy and paste what you said up top because I'm a little confused. I see 6th house, but it's as of Aries. I don't think that's your 6th house. Did you mean to say 7th house and Jupiter? I see a yes. All right. All right. So if you meant the 7th house of Jupiter, I gotta like rewire what I said just a little bit. What I said about the home was true because it's still the 4th degree, but if it was the 7th house of Taurus and Jupiter, this looks like now really an expansion in your relationship sector, right? You might now be willing to value what about your partnerships has shown you what the home you want to expand looks like. Right? So you might have dated somebody where now they had a home. This happened for me as well. Like I dated this girl one time and she had a home on the beachfront. And I was like, what the, right? Like it was amazing. I was like, how much do you pay for this? And I heard the price and I'm like, dang, like, I'm like, where am I going to get the money to afford to live like this? So it's like, but that relationship showed me what was possible because I didn't know people live like that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, you're the same age as me, right? Like, you're the same age. You know, and you obviously get money. You living on a beach. Like, this is your home. It came with all this stuff. It was like, wow, this is incredible. So from there, what it did was, in all sincerity, I thank her all the time. Because now, you know, this right now, I'm in an apartment right now. I'm going to show you. This is my little apartment for 7 days, right? This is my 7-day living. I'm here. Yeah, I might have seen a video a little earlier, and it's pretty simple, right? It's literally pretty simple. My little balcony out there, which I'd rather do this video on, but those planes are way too loud. So I did a little box in there. Great. There's a shower outside of my room. Okay. My point of saying this is, you know, that partnership helped me expand my home. And now, like, the home I had prior to this, like, what did I pay for this? Like $127 for a week here. For 1 week here, I paid $127. Might have been like $400 total for the month, right? If I got it for the month. But my home prior to this, I think I paid like $1,200. Like, literally triple the price. I mean, that's what I had for a month. I mean, the home that I have next month is, again, like, I don't even know. I lost track. It's like $1,000 or something like that. So my point behind this Jupiter there in Taurus is now might be that expansion. You feel me? Well, yeah, $400 a month. I know. Yo, I think people be wilding. People be like, even though I'm paying $1,000 for some of these homes now for the month, it's a personal choice. It's a personal value of mine. It's like home has just become one of my bougie centers. Like I spend a lot of time at home and it's become worth it because I'm not going to spend money on clothes. I'm not going to spend money on other type of material things. But for me, home is super important because I'm doing a lot of shaman-like work, right? And I can't have disruptions. You know, noises really bother my spirit. Like I need birds and nature these planes, they bother me a little bit, even though I know that it's telling me symbolically that, one, that I value travel, which is one true, but more so that I value the culture that travel brings, and it's also warning me that I'm getting ready to ascend and fly really high, really, really fast. So I'm okay with it for just 7 days, right? But if this is my regular home, heck no. All right, let's try to move to the next person. Let me know if you're still here. I'm trying to go back to the top. Venus in Taurus. Is your sacred space protected? Yeah. And that's what I like about this place too. Like, you know, again, I wouldn't live here for the month, but I could. In all sincerity, I could. Why? Because the people here are great. You know, the woman, she's an older woman, and she has her son, and they're great people. They're just great people. They keep the place clean. You know, bathrooms are clean like 2 to 3 times a day, which I'm like, yes, I love that, right? And it's a good spot. Right? So what I'll say in the meanwhile, to obviously like and thumbs up on this, but I'm going to copy and paste one more time. For those of you who are brand new in here, my Discord link, I have much development to do with it, but it is it's a practice, right? Like, not a practice, it is a development. So it's like, I'm not going to be able to build the whole thing overnight. AstroTherapy Institute. I'm still playing with the names and all that stuff like that, but for now, this is my Discord group. This is where I'm going to be taking some of that off-grid stuff. Okay, so here, I think the next would have been individual. So individual, that I just see you say you're still here, because that's going to be you. You're going to be next. And you put, has anyone heard of or used Self-Fuel 102? I have Mercury in Taurus. My progressed Mercury is in Taurus. Gang, gang, gang. At 7 degrees. Join the Discord. Thank you. I appreciate you for joining the Discord. Joelle. So Mercury in Taurus. What I see with this particular transit, let them know where Taurus is in your chart, Kaisha. Thank you. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you for the community support and y'all helping each other out. That's what gives me the, even honestly, like, not even just the confidence, but the willingness to make something like an off-grid community, because I feel like it's finally ready. Like I said, my company was the Institute of Life, and excuse me, I've been traveling internationally for the last 4 or 5 years now, and I've collected and gathered a lot of really cool people with a lot of really cool abilities. Everything that people in this community are, most of them are not humans, right? We all recognize and value ourselves and officially feel worthy to say something like, yeah, I'm a seraphim. Yeah, I'm an archangel. Yeah, I got, whatever within me, fairy blood, witch blood, yeah, I'm a shaman. And you now feel worthy and value with that. And that's what's so dope about this Venus transit. Our worth and our value, about how much pleasure we receive from the most stable parts of ourselves. Understand what Taurus is in your chart. That's what's happening. Mercury in Taurus, in this Venus in Taurus transit, what this looks like for you in the 7th house, 7th degree. I mean, partnership was really all of it. It's like, my thing is, Mercury is like learn, right? So you're going to value what you learn from your relationships, right? Prior, you might have been fixated and stuck on certain things of like, how did this particular relationship bruise your ego, or literally your ego. Opposite of 7 is 1, right? The ego. How did this relationship bruise your ego, or how does this relationship potentially hurt the connections you have with business clients? Hey, what's up, Shireen? How did it actually hurt the connection you have with business clients? And now you're now with this beginning about so I saw somebody say 7th house. I think that was Kaisha. Let me check. Taurus in the 7th. So Kaisha, this kind of, because I'm talking to the 7th, but for him it's Mercury. So it's learning, right? What did you learn from your relationships that maybe you looked at very stubborn, fixated way, and it's just not really the full truth? Maybe somewhere along the way you had a little bit of an ego battle with yourself, and you got kind of really stuck on a certain story. Venus is now in Taurus and is helping you to bring more ease, embrace the pleasure that relationship has brought to you. Not even just sexually, but also like potentially what did you learn from the sex that you had with this particular individual? What did you learn from the sensual nature of your partner, which maybe you were triggered by, you know, when they were like, they tried to get closer to you and you were like, I don't know about that sensual stuff, like I'm not there yet. Venus and Taurus is going to have you just to really start valuing that. Whether you're actually with a partner or not, it's going to value that. Also within your business relationship, it's going to have you value what did you learn that may have even burned you in your work with others, your business that you had with others, okay, or even your friendships. I would really just focus for yourself, like, where did I get burned? In any significant relationship dynamic, one-on-one. Seventh house is one-on-one, seventh house is one-on-one in significant relationships. So what did one of these significant relationships teach you in the space of business, friendship, or romance that maybe burned you, but now you have learned to look at it in a way that is allowing you to embrace more ease? Let me know if that resonated or not. I was burnt alive. Moon in the 7th in Leo, getting a lot of backlash in the current breakup. Word. My Jen, I don't mean to pry too crazy on this. So what I'll say is I'll keep it simple. I remember we did our AstroTherapy Center a while ago, and you came live, so y'all can check Majin's y'all can check Majin's live with me. Majin, do me a favor and send me the link. Send me the link from our thing, just so I can keep focusing. Send me the link in the title to my WhatsApp, my dude. And I'm going to post a link with the live that him and I did. But beyond that, what I wanted to say on a brief level, that was about a month ago, if I remember. And I think y'all broke up even a little bit sooner than that. So what I'm trying to say is let go a little bit more. Whatever it was with the relationship, let go of a little bit more, because at a certain point, you know, the reflective energy that would have just happened to go over Pluto in Capricorn at 28 degrees. Not only did Mercury go back during this retrograde over to 28 degrees of Pluto in Capricorn, but the moon just went over there as well at 28 degrees, which means what? We have a permanent transformation of this sensual partnership that we've had, where now we're being asked to fully like let it transform. So what I want to say in the moment is like, don't hold the story too much tighter from this point forward, because it will cause you a tremendous amount of pain, because Scorpio is in the South Node. So it's like it was only there to dig up certain pains, certain traumas, but just to look at them, to see how do I move forward stably. Because whatever, I remember from the time frame, like that woman was, I could just hear it from the outside without even really being in. That woman was never for you, okay? She was always I don't even mean to say it. I'm gonna say it how I'm gonna say it, but I don't mean it with disrespect. She was always a clown, period. From what I heard, she was a clown. She was a clown, she was a clown, she was a clown. And you have a bigger purpose that is just waiting. All right. But send me that link, my dude, with the title in it, and I'll post it in the chat for people to check it out if they want. All right, here we go. So Yang is masculine. Thank you for that. Yin is feminine. Dope. All right, here we go. For sure, people spill their secrets to me. You've been freed, Majin. And if Shireen said it, her level of power for the metaphysical and the esoteric understandings of all things is at an all-time high. Matter of fact, she called something out loud on the Scorpio lunar eclipse video with one of our guests, and I was having more conversation with one of those guests afterwards, and I saw it in the moment, but I kind of pulled back. I kind of pulled both of them out of it, because I was like, oh crap, they're gonna go through a battle. And I was like, I saw Shireen trying to like keep her peace, but she also saw truth. She's like, I'm not gonna not say the truth, but I'm trying to be mindful. You remember that, Shireen? So I had talked to that guest afterwards, and I left it off on the online part when we had like 9 other people. I was like, look, we'll leave it alone. We had like 9, 12 people interacting. But on the follow-up, Bobby, I'm a Cancer. What's up, apple cakes? Ooh, that job made me feel like apple cakes. Point being, Shireen's intuition is on fuego. we go. Is me going away on 6/6. Yeah. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna go, bam. Okay, and then, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna do this. All right, so, yo, when I tell you this technology is becoming a nuisance, it's becoming a nuisance. Like, let me do my job, bro. let me be great. Let me do what I'm here to do. Okay, whatever. You know, I give it away. I surrender. Majin. Live. Whatever. That's the best I'm gonna do for the moment. All right. Here we go. So I was on somebody. The 666 is a good omen, quite frankly, to me. I am familiar with more biblical terms of it and whatnot. And to be honest, 666 is great. I don't remember off the top of my head. Can anybody in this chat use their Elijah? I'm gonna text that to you. That's Elisa. Who's Elisa? So back to where we're at. If anything, can you just copy and paste it if I didn't say yours? Because I'm having trouble finding it. Deeply resonates. Wow, 400 a month. Truth, bro. Well, never mind. I spoke too soon. Got your hold on tight. All right. I don't think I see any more that I didn't cover. We're not doing Leo placements. We're doing Taurus placements to see how Taurus impacts you. Okay, gotcha. I totally resonate with the whole being born one-on-one relationships. Definitely my ex and family relation. Learning my girlfriend. Boom. What's happening? What's happening for us? Apple cakes. Check. You're back. I know. This, yo. Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because in all sincerity, Spirit didn't want me to do this message anyways in the beginning. It already gave me the no. I had made the live and it deleted it. So whatever, there's something else I'm supposed to do. I was being stubborn too. So I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna give you the final message for this because it doesn't want me to talk in all sincerity. So I won't. What you need to know about Venus and Taurus. 1, try not to be so stubborn that it hurts you. Okay, try not to be so stubborn that it backfires. Because this is one of the energies that could happen on the downside. Try not to be so stubborn that it actually backfires. Also, realize that Taurus energy is like the bull. It has to decide where is it going to go before it goes there. Okay, so what I'm saying is prime example. I knew I should have checked my agenda before I even hopped on this live this morning, but I didn't. Taurus will basically reward you for doing such a thing, all right? Because I'm probably missing something. That's probably why the Wi-Fi is doing what it's doing on a symbolic level. So today is like what? Sunday? Okay, I got an AstroTherapy session at 1:40. Mini flyer, CM email, Gemini live. We're doing the Gemini new moon live with the Peace Dealer tomorrow. So there's no notifications or anything like that out there for y'all, but tomorrow live with the Peace Dealer, we're gonna do that message, which is dope. I'm excited about that. So whatever, Taurus is kind of telling and asking us to value making the plan, to value the method to the madness, to value slow and steady, and value the fact that you are officially worthy. And a part of being worthy, got my notification on for both of y'all. Appreciate it, homie. Now that you officially understand you're worthy, this is the type of energy where you really don't need to explain to anybody anymore. You don't need to explain, correct. I see people joining the Discord, so that's super dope. I want to say thank you for that. I'm actually gonna open my laptop one more time to drop it for anybody else that's not in there. Enjoy your Venetian Sunday, Laura B. Absolutely, I shall. My Venetian Sunday consists of, I want to show you because I think this junk is funny. I think it's a little funny. My Venetian value consists of this white bag. After my client meet today, I did this, I did whatever. I'm gonna put my agave. Those of you who are wise, you know what I'm talking about. Put my agave in the white bag. This is the evolution. No brown paper bags over here. And by about 3 o'clock, I'm gonna get my booty on the train. I'm gonna go visit some friends, and we're gonna do some illegal shenanigans in the park. Okay. Come on. You don't see it too often with a white bag. You know what I mean? You don't see it too often with a white bag. So that's going to be a little bit of that. Got to listen to Spirit. I know Spirit is playing games. So, but what I will do is I will go. This looks like Taurus energy for me on some real. This looks like some Maria Juana. They call it Maria. This looks like some Maria Juana. And this looks like the rest of my day just chilling, yo. I know what I want to do, and one of me wants to keep building this Discord, especially as I've seen even just on this live, so many people just got up in there. So many. So that's cool. It lets me know that I know that I'm on track with that, but this is also still a retrograde moment until June 2nd. Retrograde is still here, right? So I'm going to drop that. It is preemptive in its own ways. But the beauty and the magic of it is you don't have to rush. Even if you hear my voice right now, like, you don't have to rush with this energy. Understand that once Taurus knows where it's going, it's completely unstoppable. The last message that I want to give y'all is I've been seeing a lot of death. All right, a tremendous amount of death. Not death, dying. So, yeah, chilling today. Yo, I hear you. So with that, I'm gonna pull an angel card. It's my newest deck. Really love it. This junk is smooth. This junk is so smooth. Whoa, and it's ready. It was like, thank you. We wanted you to come out. We wanted you to take us out. All right, I think this is 72 cards in here. I love the gold. It's a lot you can do with Discord. Time must be taken. Thank you, Jasmine. I've been seeing that. And one of those things that I am considering as well is like, I'm definitely gonna need an assistant. I can see why the assistant thing has been playing with me. You know, I took on some assistants and they were playing, but you know, it's about being able to really live and let go, live and let God. And that's how I'm feeling with it. So I can tell with Discord that there's going to be a part of this method. I have to understand like what is going to be my budget, right? So Taurus 7th house for me is part budget with business partners, which might be an assistant, right? So that's an example of Venus and Taurus me valuing. I know that I need an assistant because I want to live my life in the way that I want to live it. And okay, I think this might be the one. But I'm gonna pull another one. Okay, that's one. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna dissect that, but I'm gonna pull another one because I think that's not it. That's not all of it. So it's about me really Venus and Taurus in this particular instance valuing the use of an assistant to allow me to embrace my individualistic pleasures. Okay, so for me, part of that pleasure is to not worry that my communities are not being somehow maintained and moderated. In a way where everybody's obviously respectful and but also that y'all all get to make money. Because in all sincerity, the way I look to use my Discord, I'm gonna make money, but I want others who are creative and they got their own talent to make money. Shireen, you're a prime example. You're one of the ones I literally look to create an entire category where that particular group is locked, where people only come there as we continue to grow to get their dreams interpreted. That's one of the things that I think about, and knowing that this is a part of your abilities as a dream interpreter, right? So you're the one that I know in that space, and that's really what I want to do. I literally thought about that for tarot readers and stuff like that. same thing. And kind of like to think a little bit ahead. And again, the plan is not there. The plan is not yet evolved. But to think ahead a little bit, you know, mind you, my progressed Taurus is in Mercury in the 11th house, and also Uranus in the 12th. So it's like the 11th for me is like, again, somebody had 11 Taurus in here, using the tech to build the foundation. Tech, 11th house. Science, 11th house. This is part science, fusing the natural world and the scientific spiritual world together. And this is a part of what I really want, so that that spiritual community, let's just say, quote unquote, can all profit. I want to keep all the money profiting, in a sense, in the circle, right? Where like, I'm going to be paying one of y'all in my own damn server. The day will come. The day will come, right? If I find value and that's what it's coming down to. We're going to now have a system, a network where everybody will find value within that network. Why? Because we're all witches, fairies, dragons, vamps, or we at least have some vamps in our life and some vampires in our life. All these mythical creatures that they wanted you to believe didn't exist and weren't real, they're all real. So, you know, there's going to be a community where y'all can come and actually feel safe enough to do it. And it's being forced on me, right? In a way where Uranus and Taurus, my 12th house this year, progressed. So it's kind of being forced on me, where it's like, I have to use my foundation to relieve suffering, okay, in an off-grid manner. It's literally being forced on me to do such a thing. Because, thank you. I saw somebody else just registered for the Discord as well. Samir, I saw that you said something earlier about the Discord. So Samir, check the pinned link at the top. You'll see the Discord. You'll be able to join in there. Let me think. Wow, this is not trying to, it doesn't want to pop. Okay, so that's a signal already. Only a one popped. Got it. And that angel was my Bahia. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this back girl, cut this back girl. Wow. All right. I'm going to read this. These are the two angels. This is the angel that popped. This is the angel that was pulled. Okay. I believe this is going to be an arc. I lie. I don't think it's an arc, but I think it's maybe a Principalis. But let's get the book. So I'm still learning this deck. So I need some time to really be able to fully embrace it on the more intuitive side. I'm sure I can interpret the picture, but all right, we have, I'm going to read the first one that came, which is 55. Already kind of says big change. It's the 55th angel out of the 72, for starters. I'm going to help you pronounce the name properly. PCR talks about this prime example, you know, with the names. You almost have to pronounce the name of your superpower appropriately, right? It's like Zapakto, you know, like from Bleach. I used to love that show. So I really resonate with the message. So properly pronouncing the angel names is personally very important in your progression, right? You don't have to be a master of every single 72 angels that we're familiar with from the Kabbalah. You don't have to be. Because before I got to this point, like, I would just call for the angel that I needed to know of. So the proper pronunciation here is Mebahia. Mebahia. Okay? So Mebahia is a Principalis. Didn't I say, what did I say? I think it was a Principalis. Did I say that? Yo. I'll tell you what a Principalis is in a second. But this says, from the Bible scripture, I believe, but thou, O Lord, shall endure forever, and thy remembrance unto all generations. When I hear all generations, he's talking foundation again. This is Venus and Taurus. Okay? The person born under Mabahia will be distinguished by good works. Okay? This is integrity. You have to work in integrity. So this is the moon going over 28 degrees in Pluto in Capricorn. Right now it's at 29. It's about to go shift into Gemini. Their piety and zeal for completing their duties, Saturn in Aquarius, will be known before God and man. You're in the process of becoming legendary. The message that I'm getting with this is this big lightning rapid change is coming. 55, big change, lightning, part of this whole Saturn in Aquarius. will really come when you really focus on building those structures. Okay, take this time to be slow and steady. And as long as your work has integrity and you don't F people over the way they F'd you over, you're going to be good. Mabahia is beneficial for obtaining consolation and compensations. Money, what did I tell you, baby? I can't make this up. And governs morality and religion. Anybody born on, if you were born between 6 p.m. and 6:20 p.m., this is your soul guardian. If you were born on May 13th, the 24th of July, October 4th, December 15th, or the 25th of December, or February 25th, this is your moral guardian, the guardian of your moral principles. If you were born anywhere between December 15th or the 19th, this is your physical guardian. All right. So I wanted to take a moment to say that. I see a lot of engagement in the chats. Really excited to see whatever that says. I have no idea. That's cool. All right. So that was the one that popped out. And this card is linked to, for my tarot lovers, the Queen of Pentacles. So this tarot deck has the astrology in it, the Kabbalah in it, tarot, and obviously the angels, right? So this is the eternal God, Mabahia, the eternal God. And if you notice anything, she goes like this. Just like, shh, it's okay. Look at her. She has her finger, one finger to the mouth. She goes, shh, it's okay. I got you. What I really feel like was key here was that it's beneficial for obtaining consolation and compensations and governs morality and religion. So it's like, look, if you're being a moral person, you better get paid. All right. Miel. This is the 48th angel. I'll get you the proper pronunciation. And 3, 2, 1. This is God, Father, and the generous. Okay? Mial, Mial, Mial. That's how you pronounce the name, Mial. This is a virtue, okay? Not a principality like the last one. This is a virtue. So it's not an angel necessarily, it's a virtue. This is Psalms 98, verse 2. The Lord hath made known his salvation. His righteousness hath he openly skewed in the sight of the heathen. I'll repeat that. The Lord hath made known his salvation. His righteousness hath he openly skewed in the sight of the heathen. Thank you for those thumbs up. I appreciate it. Those born under Miael will be passionate for love and will love walking in all pleasure in general. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. This is Taurus. This is Venus. All right. I'll show you the deck in 1 second, Kaisha. I really love it. It's a beast mode deck. This is definitely full life evolution. If you work with angels on a consistent, quite frankly, I feel like this deck is a must. If you know that your guides are principally angels, you have to work with it. Personal opinion. Asalia will help you. Nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Mihail preserves the peace between married couples and gives protection, premonitions, and secret inspirations. Secret inspirations. Okay, that's Scorpio. South Node of Scorpio. Married couples, 8th house, Scorpio. It gives protection, Scorpio. Hella protected, will kill anybody in a second. Premonitions, Scorpio. Anybody born from 3:40 p.m. to 4 p.m., this is your soul guardian. If you were born on May 6th, the 17th of July, the 27th of September, the 8th of December, or the 18th of February, this is your moral guardian. Okay. For tarot, this is the Empress card. Anybody that knows the Empress, this is the Empress energy. Your physical guardian is anybody born from the 9th to the 14th of November. This becomes your physical guardian. Oh, super dope. I see that you were able to post a link. Did I just see that, Fatima? Because I think you're a moderator on the channel. Did that just happen? Yeah. Super dope, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you. So the two cards we pulled today was the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. These are two feminine type energies. All right, so 7th of September, that was your, I don't know. I don't know which one that was. No, you're the 17th, you said? No, this is the 27th of September. So this one's not you, unless it was the other one. No, this is the 27th of September. All right. Anybody that wants me to do personal reads, to be able to really dive in on your specific dates, I understand, and I haven't done it yet, but I understand that in my Calendly booking link, I'll be updating to add this Angel Tarot in there, because it's not there yet. But I do know for a fact that that's going to happen, because I'm going to be doing these reads on calls. There's like extra additive sections that you can do when you do book a one-on-one AstroTherapy sessions with me. So I kind of need to update all of my base ground stuff. Like it's been running, how it's been running for a while. And that's all great and dandy. It got me where I need to be here now. But evolutionary steps need to happen. I'm more clear on what is necessary and what's not. So yeah, that's all my Scorpio risings having to go through a crap ton of work. Yo, this month has been hella work. Hella work. Work, 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 work. It's like, how do we survive? I don't know. But we're doing it. And that's why today I party hard. Hopefully I don't come hungover. I don't think we got enough. But then again, you know how it is when you drink tequila. If you didn't have enough to start, you might have enough by going back and filling up later. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay, baby girl, you want to go back in? I don't think she wants to go back in. I put one more secret card. You go in now. Aha, it went in easily that time. Okay, so one more card right off the top. I might need to get me a separate little box because this is a big box to be traveling with. And I wonder what's the, oh, this one card is stuck. What is this one doing? I think it's literally one card. Am I losing my mind? What? It's just like stuck in there. What is this all about? I feel like I need a knife to get that thing out. Like, what the fuck's going on? Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. All right. Super interesting. Just bought this like the... Oh, okay, I think these are the two. They really didn't want to go in. Queen of Wands and Michael the Chariot. Michael was in my dreams. I didn't remember until right now, and I think that's why they were stuck. Okay. Okay, I thought I was going somewhere. Can I get a time check? Because I know I got that one-on-one coming up soon. I think that 66 is a great omen. I thought it was a great omen too. Did anybody, I know it is. You sound better this week. Thank you. In all seriousness, I'm really feeling a little tired, a little lazy today. But I'm going to meet friends and I kind of don't even really want to. But at the same time, it's kind of an important meeting. 1, 2, 5, 6. All right, so I'm going to read these last two. Whoa. All right. All right, so these last two pulled up. Because it's Michael, this is the archangel of all archangels. I feel like this is really important. And this is Alimia. All right, so I'm going to read these last two. I'm going to read Alimia first. This is the Queen of Wands, in tarot. Anybody understands the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, the Queen of Wands, Cancer, Sun, Leo, Moon. I totally resonate with the Queen of Wands. Okay. All right. I'm still learning tarot, so I don't always know what the Queen of Wands and Chariot is. If anybody wants to explain the Chariot, the Queen of Wands, the Empress, I think the Empress is like intuition. I guess what I didn't tell you about these last two cards. All right, so here's the 4. Okay, 4 for stability. This is the message. And I'm gonna take the extra time to do this. I gotta figure out what time it is so that I'm not late for my meeting. And I'm getting hot. I don't like being hot. Can I get a cell phone? Can I get a cell phone? Hello, where are you? I don't even know where my phone is at. All right. 10 minutes to my next one-on-one. The Chariot is Cancer energy, moving forward. Okay. I knew the moving forward part, so that I guess I'm better at this than I know. 12:57. What time zone are you in? Okay, so Fatima, I know you're there. So, are you at 12:67 in the East Coast? It's weird because the person I go with is in a wheelchair. Ah, found my phone. All right. Okay. I'm going to dedicate 7 minutes to this final read so I can meditate before my call. Because your boy needs to meditate before this next call. So that's what we shall do. Here's what I got. In the order, first, it came the Queen of Pentacles. What I didn't tell you is the Queen of Pentacles here, and the astrological definition of this is, it stands for intellectual lucidity, okay? It provides consolation and compensations. So a lot of us are really about to get paid. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, these retrogrades going to finish June 2nd, and then by June 18th, things are finally going to be out of shadow. Just hold on a little bit longer. You're about to get paid, especially if you were being moral and just. That's this. This is the Queen of Pentacle cards. Now, from there, we got the Empress, and this stands for fertility and fruitfulness. It assures peace between married couples. All right. So when I see married couples, I'm really getting right now that this doesn't have to be marriage rather than just simple as intimate connections. It could be a marriage if you're married, but I feel more importantly right now that this is about intimate connections. Okay. The Empress card. You have new life coming. Fertility, literally, and a very fruitful partnership, something very intimate, something very stable that you intuitively know is going to work for you. Now, the two cards that were stuck that did not want to go in, they were like, we don't want to go in, was right here. And so this is the Queen of Wands, and I think somebody said something about the Queen of Wands. That bird is talking to Pernell. Listen to a song and message when you meditate. He's singing sweet songs for you. I appreciate you. But she's in a wheelchair. She was 17. Your mom died. I must have got commitments. Commitments is the Queen of Wands. Is that what I got? I appreciate you. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna go now. But if I do, I'll let you know. Violet Star, if you're talking about on 6/6, if you're going to go or not go, I'll tell you this. If you don't go, come to the retreat. There's space. Just come to the retreat down here in Mexico. All right. There's a lot of things going on up there. I got lost in the chat. There's a lot of things happening. Elijah, keep reading the guidebook. All right, yeah, there's a lot. I'm going to get lost. Okay. It's harder to read from the iPad. Usually I read this from my computer. So this is the number 4. This is the 4th angel, all right, which already tells me that I'm pretty sure that it means it's an archangel for starters. But let's discover if this is true. It's a seraphim. I knew it was something powerful. I was like, pfft. Okay, this is a seraphim. This is technically the highest of the angels, right? I want to rephrase what I said. Because you have archangel, you have seraphims, and they're like 2 different level of powerhouses. All right, so So you have archangels, which are the chief leaders of the angels that appear among mortals. Their power is great and they serve God directly. That's archangels. But then you have seraphims, which this card is. And seraphims is the highest rank of angels. It's the choir, you hear the singing, it's the choir of seraphims. The choir of seraphim are 6 winged beings that fly around the throne of God. So as I go to Elimia, which is how you pronounce this, Elimia. This is the hidden God, okay? It is a seraphim, all right? Psalms 6, verse 5. Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. Those born under this angel are industrious and successful and like to travel. I said this message to somebody else, I think earlier in the day with the Venus in Taurus 9th house. That was Jasmine. Oh God, I just got sick when I said that. Oof. All right. Whew. Jasmine, please take a freaking trip out of the country because that made me so sick. I can literally tear up if you're still in here. Okay. But this also was another 9th house Taurus I think I saw. But also I feel like this goes to Violet Star because that was the second name that came to my mind. If you're still in here. Elimia will guard against mental troubles and helps to identify traitors. It was you? I thought it was you too, Elijah. It will guard against mental troubles and help to identify traitors. Okay? This is a seraphim. So if you feel like there's traitors among your midst, call on Elimia. If you would like to take a successful travel abroad, call on Elimia. This card stands for at the bottom, divine power and guards against mental troubles. Okay. And finally, we have Archangel Michael. And I don't think the archangels have really much of a definition, to be honest. But at the top of the card, it says, who is like God? Okay. It is the chariot energy. Psalm 91, verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. The Archangel Michael will bring success in conflict and defeat your adversaries with ease. Look at how he's stepping on the neck of the beast. He rules over the order of the Archangel. So I got a message. All right. I have 4 angels here. Well, I have 1 archangel. This is the magic. Ready? I have 1 archangel, the chariot. I have 1 seraphim, Elimia. I have a virtue, Miel. And then I have a principalist. All different categories of the angelic tarot, right? This is Queen of Pentacles. This is Mabahia. All right. 4, stability. What the message for me is, this kind of goes back from the eclipse. Why? Some of the stuff we're going to talk about tomorrow, I'm getting so much anxiety. And I know it's not mine. But this level of anxiety is actually pretty draining in all sincerity. From whatever, and I haven't been able to see the comments, so whoever this is, Uriel did come to me 2 days ago and it warned me that people north of me will be in very much big danger, and told me to take look, I almost said take a break, and told me to warn people that there's danger coming. I mean, like big crap. I looked north of me, and directly north of me, you know what it was? Uvalde, Texas. Uvalde, Texas was one of them, and I think the shooting just happened. Yeah, see, my body's starting to like overheat right now. This is definitely it. I go bye-bye. That's it. I'm out. I say no more. I don't even think nobody's supposed to hear the next message. I think you got to figure it out for yourself. You probably know who you are. I think that's all you were supposed to see or hear. So, that's all we do. I thank you all. I see you soon. Live tomorrow, PD and I will come. And we're going to talk about the Gemini new moon. And this will really be the close of the lunar eclipse from Scorpio, which energy is still present. Love.